Hey there. Today I'm talking to the church singer, the one on the worship team who puts in hours and hours of personal practice, of rehearsal time with the rest of the band and the rest of the team, gets to church early before anybody else, whether it's a Sunday morning, a Wednesday night, a Thursday night, it doesn't matter. You are putting in the time. First of all, thank you. You are serving your congregation. You're serving Christ as you lead people into emotion and into thought and into overall worship of who God is. Your heart is overflowing when you're leading, and yet you still struggle. You're struggling vocally. You have some sections of a song, or maybe it's every single song. There's a part where you're like, man, if I just didn't have to go so high, if I just didn't have to go so low. And I want you to know, and I thank God that He uses us right where we are. He is capable of taking away those distractions for anyone who is willing to immerse themselves in Him while they're worshiping. And I thank God that our imperfections are not an issue for Him. He works right on through them anyway. But I also want you to know that you don't have to accept that. You don't have to be like, this is just the way my voice is. I'm never going to sing those higher pitches. I'm never going to be able to belt really high, or I'm never going to have a smooth sound. Or that is not the way your voice works. It learns just like every other part of your body. Singing is a skill. It's not you're born with it or you're not. You can learn this skill. You can make it better. You can improve it. Just like when you were first thrown into the pool or the lake or the pond when you learned to swim. And if you're anything like me, doggy paddle was it. You hang on to mom or dad or the wall or whatever kid was around that would keep you afloat. But little by little, you learned. You got better. You got stronger. And your strokes got more clean. Maybe you went to camps. Maybe you went to classes. But you can hold your own in the water now. Singing is not that different. You started out singing as a baby. You came out doggy paddling, making sounds. They were giggles, they were coos, they were happy. And over time, you've learned to refine those and to direct those more intentionally and communicate with them. But that doesn't have to stop where you're at. I want you to be encouraged that you can continue to work on this skill and you can continue to take away distractions for yourself, if not for anyone else, but for yourself, to be able to worship more deeply, to be able to be more carefree as you're entering into the presence of God. I want you to remember that God has given you the voice that you have. And that voice is a window into your heart as you're worshiping. And that heart is showing other people who God is. So keep it up. You're doing a good thing.